All right, really pleased, happy to be joined by Landon Brooks, the most recent Purdue commitment in the class of 2025. Landon, Muncie, Indiana,
Yep,
Delta High
sir.
School, which is the alma mater of Matt Painter, of course. I'm sure you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
I guess a good place to start always is why Purdue for you, Landon?
Well, it all started when I was young, like my mom and dad. Well, my mom actually lived here, went to Delta. My dad grew up in a little town called Reynolds, right beside West Lafayette, and his whole life, he grew up running around West Lafayette. My grandma, grandpa's man, some uncles, all of them up there. So ever since I was born here, I was kind of just around that environment. So growing up, I always told people like I want to play college football at Purdue one day, and you know, a lot of people, yeah, whatever, you ain't, you're not gonna be able to do that. But I was like, no, I'm being serious. Like I'm gonna play college football at Purdue, and things just worked out the way they did, and I was extremely blessed to receive an offer, and ultimately, I took it.
So always been a lifelong dream to be a Boilermaker, it sounds like. I imagine you've been to a lot of games, right?
So actually, no, because I've been to three. I've been to like a ton, but I've been to three. It's kind of a 2.5 hour drive, and a lot of the times we'd like to just sit back and watch it at my grandma and grandpa's house. Like we get everybody over, and we all it's just on the TV, at Thanksgiving or whatnot, like around that time and all that. So
Sort of just kind of describe yourself as a football player. Purdue's recruited you to play off the edge as
yep,
a rush in. Sort of tell people what your skill set is, Landon.
I would say my biggest skill set is my length combined with my speed. I'm not so much the most heavy guy, like I've never really been the heaviest compared to like an offensive lineman, of course. But I just use my length and my speed. I got a 7'2" wingspan. I run 4.7 40, 4.6 40, so it's not too bad. So ultimately, when I get off the edge, I just beat him around the bend.
You think you'll need a year to redshirt and bulk up?
I don't think so. No, I think right now I'm definitely gaining weight, and I'm gonna graduate early next year, so I'll be in there early. You
Okay.
know, and I think by the time I get there, I get on everything, I'm gonna be good to go. So
Yeah, Purdue's got a big 6'6" guy like you now. Will Held, of course, from
yeah,
Carmel, and
mm-hmm.
he's a true freshman. He looks like he has a very bright future. So the defense, Landon, boy, that rush in spot's a marquee position. You saw what Nick Scorton did last year, what Kydron Jenkins did. Just the appeal of playing in that defense and in that scheme. Just kind of talk about the appeal of playing in that defense and that scheme, the chance to get after quarterbacks and sack them.
Okay, yeah. So here at Delta, we basically do the same thing Purdue does. We have most of the time we have three down linemen and then two outside linebackers, and the way Nick played is exactly how I played. Read the shoulder, shuffle. Quarterback first and running back. So I think, man, by the time I get there, I get. I'm sure there's things they do different there than we do, and they have a lot better way of coaching. So by the time I get there and learn their habits, I'm gonna be have a step up over everybody because I've been doing this, for 6 years now.
What do you think of Joe Deneen and Ryan Walters and Kevin Kane and some of the coaches?
I think Joe Deneen is a fantastic coach. I think that coach I've heard him speak on how he teaches that position, and he's everything you need in a outside linebacker coach or a rush ends coach, and the way Coach Kane runs the defense, I think it sets it up perfect for guys like me to get sacks and make big time plays. So
You play any other sports at Delta?
yeah, I do track right now. Yep, I'm in track.
What events?
So I actually was a main high jumper last year in the 100 meter, but I bulked up a little bit. I've gained like 40 pounds since last year. So I went out and started throwing discus and shot put. And my first practice, I threw like a 135 disc, my very first throw. So ultimately now it's just me throwing disc. And then I threw like a 40 foot power throw on shot. So it's just, I'm literally just doing field events, and I'm probably going to run the 100 again this year. So,
Nice. Quite a
yep.
size 6'6" guy running 100.
Yeah.
Long
Well,
ride.
yeah, it's not too bad. It's the blocks, man. That's my favorite part. It's like the 3-point stance.
Firing out of the blocks. Hey, lastly, is there any kind of fun facts about you? You got any interesting hobbies, off the field stuff that you think people would be interested in that you do?
Mm, man, probably if anybody in West Lafayette wants to know the best hunting spots around there, I could tell you.
Okay. You've done a lot of
Yep.
hunting in the area. Okay. What do you like
Uh,
to hunt for?
my whole life, everything,
Okay.
everything, rabbits, deer, squirrels, anything you could hunt for, really, we do it. So turkeys, I love deer. That's my favorite. But I shot my first deer when I was, I think, like 8 years old or something like that in Reynolds. So
Nice. Okay. Well, good. Well, it's been fun getting to talk to you and see you and hear you share some of your background, Landon. I know the fans are excited to see you commit, and they'll be, I'm sure, excited to get to know you better. I know you're going to be here in June for an official visit, right?
yes, sir. Yep, I'm gonna be there April 13th as well for the spring
Great.
game.
All right. Yeah. Football starts a week from tomorrow. So it's right around the corner. Hey, thanks again, Landon. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.